In fly fishing, we do something called matching the hatch, which is where we switch flies on our line to what we're observing in the water, on the water, and in the air.
For example, if we see mayflies flying in the air, it might be a good idea to switch to a dry fly. When fishing, we want to imitate the nymphal stage of bugs. Like this caddisfly can be imitated by this pattern and this pattern, as well as these mayfly nymphs, which can be imitated by this jig pattern and this pheasant tail.
In fly fishing, to imitate crustaceans, leeches, or fish, we use a streamer. To mimic their movement in the water, we strip the line by pulling it in small sections.
One of a trout's food sources is an aquatic macroinvertebrate. An aquatic macroinvertebrate is a little bug that lives in and around the river system. Nymphs imitate the immature stage of a bug living in the water. Two of my favorite patterns to imitate them are a waltz worm and a pheasant tail.
Another one of fish's food sources are smaller fish, crustaceans, and leeches, which can be represented by streamers. For example, this could imitate a fish. This could imitate a crustacean. And this could imitate a leech. We also have what's called an articulated fly, which is made up of two or more segments, and it creates more action in the water.
We also use dry flies. Dry flies imitate the adult version of a macroinvertebrate. Some of my favorite patterns are the purple haze and the elk hair caddis. When fishing dry flies, we use something called fly floating. Fly floating is a hydrophobic gel that we rub on our dry flies to keep them on the water's surface for a longer period of time. To use fly floating, open the cap and put a little bit on your dry fly. Then take your two fingers and rub it and get it all in between the fibers. Should your fly start to sink, we use something called top ride. To use it, flip open the top, place your fly inside, close the lid down all the way, give it some shakes. Then flip it open, pull your fly out, and blow the dust off.